Good morning. Welcome to Spirituality Gone Wild. I'm Debbie G. And it's time for a Cuppa Grata with a shot of expression and two squirts of reality. And today I have I've got a co-squirt who is so near and dear to my heart. And you got to taste and experience her Monday night at 7 p.m. If you missed that, you'll have to go back and check out her show. Dr. Joan Hangarter, otherwise known as Joan of Angels. I don't even know where to begin when it comes to describing Joan to you all. I'll just tell you, I think Joan of Angels describes it all in one shot. She is everything all wrapped up into one beautiful package. She's a chiropractor that she did that for many, many years into an angelic messenger. She's an incredible artist. She, in her angelic messages, she has brought forward these divine set of cards that are just miracle messages, period. She's the developer of the Miracle Makers Club, she is reigniting right here on Spirituality Gone Wild. And I cannot tell you how beautiful she is. Actually, I don't need to. I'll just bring her up. Welcome, Joan.
Good morning, Debbie G. That was just the most wonderful introduction. I want to be all that and more, okay?
Well, you are, Joan. That's the cool part. And here's how I know this. See, you guys, listen. About 3 years ago or so, I see Joan with Karen Palmer on a show. I believe yep. That's how I did it. And I'm like, she just had there was something about her, and I'm like, I like this lady. And I couldn't get it out of my head. Joan of Angels, Joan of Angels, Joan of Angels. And one Sunday morning, just like my life has been ever since I said the sacred yes, I woke up hearing, you're going out to the desert to go meet Joan of Angels. Now, I had spoken to you, I think, briefly,
Once.
once. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Joan, I'm coming out.
Right?
So, yeah. And I went to go see Joan. And one thing led to another, and it's been a beautiful journey since, because life always gives us these beautiful journeys. One of the favorite things I got to do was work with her on her cards, which was an amazing experience, and we'll give you guys a peekaboo at that and where you can get them as well. But the thing is, Joan, about what you do is you bring forward messages to help heal the heart and help heal the things that are going on that are no longer working for people. And I know this because I've experienced your healing work and things like that myself. But let's go back. So you were a chiropractor to start with.
I was. Actually, before I was a chiropractor, I had just gotten a master's in counseling. And so I've always been about helping and healing people's hearts. So, yes.
You guys, I'm telling you. And her book is amazing, by the way. I had to mention that too. I want to say a big shout out to Darren Hitton. Darren, hi!
Oh my God, Darren's on. Hello. Good morning, Darren. Darren's going to be at the ordination on Sunday. And I love Darren as much as she loves me.
Oh,
She
she's in town?
She is in town. She's one of the first people I ever met when I got to the desert. I met her at an art class and we fell in love. Let's put it that way. That soul sister like happened to you and I, Debbie. So
I love it.
We'll see her all on Sunday.
Oh, this is amazing. I'm going to be there on Sunday too. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Joan will be ordained. So it's going to be Reverend, is it Dr. Reverend or Reverend Doctor?
Reverend Dr. Joan of Angels. And I feel like I'm stepping into a new frequency. And it was like being named, when I was named Joan of Angels, it took me 5 years, Debbie, to really embrace it and to understand it wasn't an ego thing. It was who I am this life, like who you are, and it took me 5 years. And now the ordination is like, I've been told I can turn it up about 10 notches. And that's pretty exciting.
I love this. This is so much fun. And I'm going to be there. I'll see you there, Darren. I cannot wait. She's so cool. That was so much fun that night that you won an award. You won an award that night, actually.
Yes,
for a part.
Yes. I had my very first and practically only part in a movie that Darren really cast me for. And I played a homeless woman who talked to angels, which was pretty fitting since I had been virtually homeless in my past and had begged God for mercy. So it was really quite unique. And yeah, I won this award. It was so exciting. I think I was best supporting minor role actress.
Yes.
Something
And
like
I
that.
was there. It was seriously so much fun, you guys. I mean, I
All
got to
the
tell you.
stars. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, we met some cool people that night for sure. It was so great. So, okay, without your dark, you wouldn't know your spark. And we all have with, right? And you have experienced so many different levels of what that means. And you actually have a favorite story of mine, which is you have went from virtually homeless to millions. And you've also had and you had the Miracle Makers Club. Yeah, but let's talk about that. I mean, it is in the past, but this is so much. It's such a fun story.
So to kind of give you a deep dive, then my whole life has been about stepping into miracles, masterminding, positive thinking into affirmations. And so, and that's been the guide for my life from the time I became a chiropractor and discovered new thought and really the law of attraction. But in the 80s, the late 80s, no, I'm sorry, the 90s, I was injured, couldn't practice anymore. And I virtually lost everything. And at that time, I had my practice, my home, my kids, my Land Rover. And I tell everyone I had to go to the food bank in my Land Rover. That was pretty humbling in those days. So we did lose everything. But unbeknownst to me, and God knows, there are things that kids pick up, you just don't know. My kids came to me, and every night we started to hold hands and chant. Now, I had no idea my kids knew how to do Om chanting. And we were chanting every night, and we started to use the tools of masterminding, just the three of us, because I knew that would be effective. So every night we would start to visualize what we want, hold hands, chant, and that's what shifted our life. And we called ourselves the Miracle Makers Club. I think my kids named us because what we wanted to do was help launch miracles in our lives. And my daughter said, "Mommy," she's so cute, she was 10, "Mommy, when we recover and we get our miracles," because kids have no doubt, okay? They don't have hopelessness like we as adults get to. She said, "Mommy, when we get there, can we go all around the world teaching everyone and all the families so that the little kids don't have to suffer like we did?" So
Uh,
in our case, it was like, okay, how do we take our misery and use it as fuel to go beyond into our service as our way of healing? And that is what happened. So
and
if that makes
yep,
sense.
that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what happened for you. And this is what's exciting. And then and what I love about this is the faith, the humbleness of the situation that you, and that's what the whole without your dark, you wouldn't know your spark, but it's the gratefulness that you had. It teaches us to be there in the now. And so that is a beautiful gratitude moment from our past, from your past. And I love that. So life goes on. Then Joan, this is, you guys are going to love this. She gets the calling to paint, I believe it was 33 paintings in 33 days.
30, well, literally 33 angels in 30 days. And I was like, what? 33
33
angels
angels.
in 33 days, which came to at least 33 canvases, yes. And it was so interesting because now I actually met another woman whose birthday is the same as mine. And she said, "Joan, I got that call too, but I was too busy." So they showed me to do the 33 angels. And the message to me was, well, don't worry about what you'll do after. You do this in the now. And
Yes.
you say yes now. And when you say yes and you complete job one, because it was like a little test, can she do it? We'll give you more. And sure enough, I put up all the angels in the loft of the penthouse I was living in, and a book falls off the floor that says, "Your call for angelic assistance has been heard." And
Hmm.
I went, oh, oh, oh. And I literally started to see wings appearing on people, started, holding gatherings in the sanctuary there. And then they said, of course, paint us and we will come. It was like, well, who will come? And then these larger paintings, larger beings, so that when you walk in my house now, you have an inner sight will show you all the beings that are here that
Oh, it's
that
crazy awesome. Yeah.
live among the art here, which calls for their human. Let's put it that way. And
And
that's
I gotta, oh, you guys, I'm living proof of this, okay? Because listen, I'm literally sitting, I'm Sunday morning and I get this like, boom, I have to go see Joan of Angels in the desert.
right.
What? And I'm thinking, what? And when I got there to the sanctuary, I walked in and I went, oh, I knew it. Like the minute I walked in, I was like, oh. Well, I didn't know 100% why, but one of the reasons that I was there, that I got called there, was to meet Prince Fleet Easton, who's on right now and is also being ordained on Sunday. It was to meet Josie Herndon, who has Drama to Dharma and Recovery View, and it was to help facilitate getting her artwork onto her cards and the messages that were coming through to her onto her cards, which she has. This, guys, this is so cool. Yay. So I'm excited because I got to tell you, do you have your cards handy?
I do.
See, I wanted to, okay, can you put that cover up like close? I want
Yes.
to show you what you guys are looking at inside here. That is actually the unk of
Yep.
the photo of the unk that she had, and they guided me to take and superimpose that into a design so that the artwork, the energy of her artwork was on both sides. It couldn't just be a regular type of thing. That was the most interesting experience. It was so cool. Yeah, it was a chain reaction. It was crazy. The chain reaction, actually, I'll expand on that for a minute just to blow you all away. We are all connected. And I'm definitely, Joan knows this. I'm a connector out here in this world, right? We're all connectors. But during the time that all this happened, I had went to Eric Clapton and I met another gentleman named Leon Hendricks. Leon Hendricks comes into my vortex, and Josie and Leon's girlfriend are friends, by the way. Did I ever tell you that? Yeah, they're friends. She's in the same industry. So they're buddies. Oh, the stories are just crazy awesome. But the long of that story is I met Josh Hanna because I went to a ranch that Joan took me to meet somebody named Robin years ago. I wound up being called back to that ranch by somebody else who said, "Hey, I want you to come to this ranch." And I went, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, I've been here because of Joan." And there I met Josh Hanna. Josh Hanna, his father was murdered. And when he was 8 years old in Maui, his dad's name was Buddy Hanna. And Leon Hendricks was Buddy Hanna's best friend. So Josh, as a young 33-year-old man, got to meet up with Leon. I'll even show you guys. This is how much we are all connected. I cannot, it is so important.
Well,
This is so important. Do you know that he got to hear stories, Joan, about he got to hear stories about his father he had never ever known. Ever. I mean,
interesting.
all of this, but I want you guys to get all of this was because I went to go meet Joan.
Well, you know that Robin is the one who named me, right?
Yeah,
I
I
wanted to put,
do, as a matter of fact. Hey, look at this.
oh,
Josh, it's Josh and Leon. Now, that is Jimi Hendrix's brother, by the way, just so that
ah,
everybody knows. So, but this is the thing, Joan. I would not any of that what could have happened unless that you said the sacred yes, unless I said the sacred yes. None of it could have happened. You and I meeting created a ripple effect of pure love out into the universe. That's what happened. You guys,
very
we're sitting. Joan is the oracle. She is it. She is the center of this nucleus we're talking about that I just described. It is an amazing, and everything I just said, which I wasn't planning on even talking about, just came out because I want everyone to understand how much we are all connected. Right now in these times with COVID and with everything else happening, this is the
Right.
biggest opportunity we've ever had in our entire life to get grateful, which is behind me. And to honestly sit back and understand that you're as connected to everyone else as we are. And that story was to prove that. But now we're going to go on to the next phase. Let's talk about we're going to actually get real with y'all. Joan and I had a slight falling out a couple years ago. We're not even going to get into it because that's not important. We're not talking about the energy of that. We're going to talk about the simplicity of knowing Prince Fleet Easton. She invited him to meet everybody that day. Prince Fleet Easton is part of that. Thank you, Fleety, for popping in and making sure that you said that. Fleet is my cross pollinator. Yes, at your party. Fleet is the cross pollinator with me. We've taken over that town. Palm Springs, I mean. Tell you guys what, another Mystic Mixer's coming. Anyway, so Joan and I have this falling out. It's not even important. It's not even about anything. It doesn't even matter. Here's what matters. I knew at the time, I got word from Spirit that everything was the way it was supposed to be and to just love the situation and love Joan right where she was at, which is just what I did. Knowing that she and I both, that when it was time, everything would be okay. A few weeks ago, I've had major transitions with Spirituality Gone Wild. We have our membership site now. Anybody's interested, $22, put in the code gratitude, and for a lifetime, you're going to get it for 17. That's our Untamed Club. I take advantage of that now while you can. The other part of that is we're
Oh,
going to.
is that going to include the Miracle Makers Club?
Oh
The,
yeah, yep.
yeah. Okay, just so you know, guys, we're going to be doing a whole club called the Miracle Makers Club that I have had in my heart since 2005 and before, when my kids and I founded it. So this is going to be very exciting.
Oh yeah, it's huge. We already have some cool stuff back there. Lots more coming. But the importance of this is a few weeks ago, I'm sitting there and I get this phone call. It says Joan. And I went like that. I'm just like, oh yeah. I mean, literally, before I even answer the phone, that's what I'm doing. It's Joan. I answer the phone. Hey, Joan. Woo! And she's like, what did you say? You haven't changed. I said, well, hell no. And Joan, I was so excited for that moment when we were back in alignment. See what happens, guys, in the moral of the story. It's
Yeah.
not about the thing. It's not about the situation. It's not about any of it. It's just not aligned. And when it's aligned, it's aligned. That's simple.
And that
What
was
about,
truly miraculous.
yeah?
Definitely. I will say one of the things, guys, if you ever have a falling out with someone, then just say yes when they call you. You don't have to put Debbie was just like, oh yeah, it was like we had spoken the day before. And she was literally expecting my call. But I will say this, that we both had a lot of growing to do into spirituality, into our own path. And when I was guided to call you, I was so excited that you had even transformed even higher than I had even thought when I got. It was just lovely.
Yeah, but
So
you fluffed my
welcome
wings.
everyone to my world and the miracle path, and I'm just really excited, Debbie. It feels like the day I first opened the door and you were there, and you were just a ball of energy and enthusiasm. And these cards, by the way, I'm so excited to show them to you finally because people love them around the world. I just sent a set to London, and these cards have the energy of miracles. They have the energy of mastery. I want everyone to know that when I saw the deck and I was working with Debbie, it's like every night for I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'd be lying in my bed and they would come in my visions and dance for me as if I was a dealer at the casino. And you know how they do that shuffle where, they shuffle and they're dancing. And so these beings were dancing for me.
Yeah.
And they are the masters of miracles. They are here to, and all this art is alive that's here. And I think one day I'd love to do a tour with everyone just on the show to show you some of the magic, because they will match your vibration, and the right painting will just say, give you your history, literally.
I got to say this is true because Krishna is my favorite.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I love Krishna. He's just a ball of fun, and it's one of my favorite paintings. I I had there is like there's no way to even describe the experience of those cards being put together, how that it works. I can just tell you it was divinely guided and it was amazing. Well, the alignment this time
Is different.
I'm laughing my ass off. First off, Joan fluffed my wings. We went through a very special we went through a we went through ceremony together. We went through our space and our own growth moments with each other. But more than anything, she also provided initiation for me within a lot of different things and upgrades. And it takes a while sometimes for that stuff to come through, Joan. I mean, oh man, to have Joan fluff your wings is like, it's just so cool. Plus, she's a great chiropractor. Can I tell you what? Oh my God, I need to be adjusted, Joan. Oh Lord. Anyway.
Yeah. And I'm thinking of being at the Miracle 2 days a week. So
Ooh,
to do chiropractic possible at the Miracle Springs Resort. Just
not a
I like
bad
that
idea.
title.
I think that would be cool. Well, everything about you, Joan, is miracles. Everything to do with you is miracles. And speaking of miracles,
I'm consistent.
I think it's safe enough to announce now. I'm gonna do it. We are making a soft announcement that we are officially going to Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV, and we have merged with a wonderful team out of Europe with Sky TV and on a very large network with a very large producer out there. So you guys will be meeting all of these people very, very soon. But the what I say this to preface the fact that Joan, she's starting a new show
Yes.
come Monday. And it's about to get real, guys. I'm going to tell you what. I know what Joan, I know. Listen, she is all about miracles. Dude, can you even believe like these miracles that keep coming? Look at that book.
Yep. So it has been in my heart for 15 years to just teach what I teach best, stepping on your miracle path, opening up to who you are, become that miracle maker. And I feel like I'm helping you explode into miracles. This has been like, it's so funny. I've taught all around this book, but haven't really used it for years to launch. And I'm just so excited because we are all on a miracle path now. And it's what it's taking to get to the next level.
I'm
And
so excited.
to be part of the Miracle Makers Club and walk the miracle path, you are an honorary member, Debbie, just so you know.
I'm excited. I I just know I know that this stuff I know it works and the energy of gratefulness and that's why this show is Cuppa Grata. It's all about gratitude. It's about sparking that G vibe. The G vibe is your gratitude vibration. Staying in the flow. And this is what Joan and using these cards help you stay in the flow. I want to do a shout out to Scott Iceman, to Lisa Phillips, to well, I said hi to you, Fleety, but I always say hi to you. And everybody else, if I missed you, thank you so much for being on this morning with us. I love you. We have so many insane things coming. It's just crazy. It's
You
crazy.
do.
All right.
And like your miracle message, Debbie, you're talking about all of where we're going. as a tribe and the big picture, but Spirit says, well, let's give you your own card for spirituality gone wild for this new phase of energy of which I am now a part of, and all of you listeners are a part of too, of this launch
Yeah.
into, stepping it, becoming miracle makers, becoming our master selves. So I thought we would give Debbie a little, see what Spirit has to say since, oh my God. First of all, I have to tell you something, Debbie. I heard a male voice, and just wanted to let you know how happy that we're working together. They said the effect of these cards will be magnetized 1,000-fold. And it's no accident that the card that I pulled happened to be the Krishna card.
My favorite. I love you, Krishna.
As you were talking about Krishna, and it says, and we called this one Miracle Krishna. This is the card. Krishna is sitting on a magic carpet. Guys, I had gone to the Bhakti Fest or the Shakti Fest, and I was in a breathwork session, and Krishna, I opened my eyes in the session. Krishna is 5 inches from my nose. And I come home and I locked myself up in the studio for 6 weeks and did 3 Krishna paintings. This one is he's spreading miracles around the world from his magic carpet. Okay, carpet. And he says, I'm granting all your wishes. So Debbie G, first of all, what is in your heart, Spirit wants you to know that which, oh my God, they said that you have a way of, you only need to hear one little fragment, like say all those scrolls that were hidden in the vases years ago, thousands of years ago. They say you have that ability that if you only saw one fragment, you would know what was in the entire scroll. And is what makes you so good at knowing who to work with and which directions to go. It's like all you need is a tiny piece of the puzzle. I swear is what he's telling me. And that's what you've been busy doing all these years. But imagining this now, Krishna is granting, first of all your wishes, Debbie. And all those wishes include, oh my God, a little tribe of people on their own magic carpets with magic wands. All of your tribe, your hosts, your teachers themselves have this energy of being able to do that. We are as a tribe spreading miracles around the world. This is a global platform. And Debbie, from this moment on, your dreams coming true. And as a quintessential miracle maker, when your dreams come true, then that means that all of our dreams start to come true too, because you're holding open that space and inviting us in. Does that, in fact, make sense?
Absolutely. I'm wowed.
That you got the card right here, but it's for all of us
But it's for
to get that. This is a platform that actually is a miracle makers platform. You're not calling that, but it is. It's how we each
it is.
that miracle maker that we are, that path of service that we've claimed, that path of mastery that is ours. So that's what our platform is about. I
That
love
is
it.
I am so excited. And let's go into that what you were just talking about, the magic carpet. I was on the phone with Karen Palmer yesterday, and I said, "Karen, it's like a freaking magic carpet ride."
Oh,
Here's the and we are literally what I was saying as you were sharing the message, which was so beautiful. Thank you. The confirmation. That's what these messages are for. Is that confirmation?
if you were
Is
telling her yesterday you were on a magic carpet ride,
yeah. Last night.
we pulled the card. I just know that's true.
Well, it's beautiful confirmation. This is what it's about, you guys. The confirmation. You know that you know that you know. And when you get confirmation, this is what Joan. But Joan, there's magic with you, Joan. Though I gotta. You guys look. I just know because I know. I know. I've been there. I've been to her house. I know what happens. I already told you like what happens from the very beginning. The fact is we are all together on this magic carpet ride. I've seen it. It looks like an etheric Noah's Ark. We are creating the new consciousness of Hollywood,
Yes.
and I'm saying that boldly, strongly, and I know it. I know it. I know it with everything that's inside of me. Now, my part in that is whatever spirit brings. But what I know is that what was working before isn't working. That's why it's all been unraveled. And now we are here to help bring forward the most awesome stuff. You guys just, this right here, this magic. You are on the magic carpet ride with us. Scott's heart is fluttering. He's like, wow, that's beautiful, right? She's got some cool energy, dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm
Oh, I love that. Good morning, everyone. And I see some of my friends on here too. You're all my friends. You're all part of our destiny. You're all part of this up wave of energy here on the planet. I'm so happy to meet each and every one of you. And you can find me, by the way, I have a Facebook page, Joan of Angels. You just have to put in, and guess what? I'm the only Joan of Angels on the planet, Debbie G.
Well,
And
I would hope so. You better be the only Joan of Angels.
I am the only Joan of Angels.
She's the only one.
And about 4 months ago in the summer, I heard this voice, and listen, through this pandemic, we all have a human side too. And that my human side says, well, I think I want to go hide in my yard, just want to hide for a while. And I heard a voice. And the voice, the same voice I always hear when spirit wants to talk to me. And spirit said very clearly, they really want to get my attention. They want to get your attention, Joan of Angels. Just so you know, you're the only Joan of Angels on the planet. And it wasn't meant for my ego. It's just like there's Scott. He's the only Scott, or Darren Hinton, the only one. But he said, you're the only one with this name. But if you don't use it, my dear, we have no qualms about continuing there is someone who will rise up. There are people who will hear the call. So when you hear the call, my friends, you say yes, because if you don't say yes and you say, well, give me a few more minutes, a few more lifetimes to figure it out, they'll go on and you won't get that chance for a few more lifetimes. And lifetimes take a long time. So when they tap you on the shoulder, I want you to remember what I said. Joan of Angels says, say yes now, because that will be part of all of our transformation, not just yours. That's what they said. You either use it or you lose it. Okay. Now that was direct from spirit. Now it's not meant to be a threat either. It was really just the truth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, when we say fluff your wings, what does that mean? It means really feel in your body, mind, and soul alignment that you are a fifth dimensional being in a 3D body, not the other way around. You're not a 3D person trying to pretend or be spiritual. That's not the way it is. You are actually that spiritual being who has had to shrink yourself down, literally shrink.
The fitness little box.
To fit into this box called your body. I've had friends in the UFO world, they call these your body suit. And I even have a funny image. It's almost like if you make dough and you're trying to make cookies, and you're squeezing it out. Our soul got squeezed into your body here each lifetime. And we get to unfold now.
You know what would be fun is do you guys want to go through a mini wing fluff? We can do, maybe Joe would do a mini wing fluff for those special ones that are watching the replay.
Okay. Well, that's okay. So Debbie, just so you know, Debbie's actually reading my consciousness right now, because what I was thinking was, I haven't done a Calling All Angels event for a long time, for about 3 years. I used to have people come to my studio or go. The lights will be dark. You can feel the glitter. All the big, powerful paintings are in the room lit up. And we literally go through a circle where we call in the angelic realms, and everyone receives a healing and messages from the divine. And we can do that online. And I was sitting here thinking, oh my God, I think I'm feeling like we should do that for the Christmas holidays. And so Debbie and I behind the scenes now, because look, you can read my mind, but we will do a little mini so you can understand what that would feel like. So the first, is that what you want? A little taste?
Yeah. We can definitely do that. And Joe, I'll be in the desert on Sunday, and I'm staying out there Sunday night. Maybe we can do a little gathering and have a Spark the G Vibe Sunday special thing. We'll talk about that behind the scenes. Okay, you guys, if you're driving, pull over and get comfy.
All right. Okay. So nothing like Oh, yeah. So they're just telling me to get my groove back on. So, guys, this is
Oops.
very, very exciting. Here's what I want everyone to do. I want everyone to right now take a deep breath in and let it all out. And once more, take a deep breath in and let it all out. And now I just want you to send your roots down to the center of the earth and breathing in and then letting them go down and see them as big, big cable cords coming out from the balls of your feet and going down, down, down into the center of the earth. Whew. And almost feeling a little clunk. Good. And now, continuing to breathe in very, very deeply, Mother, Father, God, we ask just now that we be filled, surrounded, and protected with the light. We ask for clarity, wisdom, guidance, and understanding. We ask right now for the presence of our guides, for the presence of our angels, for the presence of our departed loved ones, for the presence of those beings on our spiritual team that are here right now as our guides, as our support team that are here right now with messages for each and every one of us. So right now, just imagining right now that as you're breathing, you're suddenly the feeling you have, imagining two beautiful, tall guardian angels coming up behind you and coming up next to you on either side of you. And as you look down upon yourself, imagining now that the shoes upon your feet become silver and golden slippers with bells and wings, transparent, fluffy material, and they begin to literally lift you up as you are being accompanied by these golden, beautiful angels that are starting to work with each of your wings. And imagining right now that they are literally guiding and carrying you as your clothes are now changing to that of illuminescent, iridescent, shimmering, glittering fabric that breathes with you, that literally causes your skin to tingle with delight, your cell structure to shift within this light. Every cell awakens, every cell renewed and rebuilt as you find yourself entering into the city of the lights. And as we are accompanied by our guardian angels into the city of lights, you are right now approaching what we call a beautiful table with a golden chalice, a golden cup that requires several angels to hold it. We call this cup the fluid of life. And Spirit right now is offering you up a little taste of this golden, clear, effervescence fluid. This fluid, which we will give you a taste of this beautiful day, will lift your spirits in a brand new way and show you what they call the higher celestial way. As we drink through this liquid, every sip goes from your mouth to your palate to your esophagus, through your stomach, your liver, your gallbladder, through your digestive organs. But what it is doing is raising your frequency to a new level as it changes your cells, as it affects your DNA, your RNA replication, even your blood is being mixed with the divine. As we drink of this fluid of life, knowing that all is divinely perfect for you, we beg you to pay attention to the little treasure chest right next to that. And as we open up this golden treasure chest, there within is a tiny little box. And that tiny little box has your name on it. It may say Angel Lisa, Angel Carol, Angel Patricia, Angel Deborah, Angel Scott, Angel Fleet, Angel you. And as you look inside that box, there is a message just for you. And that message may be a stone, a message, a thought, a pill, a little drill, a little tool, a wand, a miracle, a knowingness that's just for you. So, beloved ones, take a moment. For right now begins the process of remembering your fifth dimensional personality frequency body, as we will continue at a later time to take you into these heavenly realms. But understand that you are here for a reason, and that as you start to step into that frequency, to feel that expansion of your body and of your wings, and taking a deep breath now and coming back into your body, breathing in, feeling those wings behind you, feeling the presence of your angels as they support and love you, as they let you know we will always be with you, as you feel the clarity and the certainty of their energy within your body. And we are so in love with you. We are so aware of your presence, and we are committed as your guides to help you always step into your higher path. And so it is.
And so it is.
And I just pulled a card. I said, well, what is the message? And the guardian angel card came out that says, we are always with you, showing you the way. You are protected. And they're telling me to tell you that every day when you leave your house, if you get to leave your house during these days, they say if you just call them in, take a deep breath before you do a little ritual before you open that door, you can feel them coming to be on either side of you, accompanying you as you even leave your door. And they're reminding me of a very funny story. My dad in the 50s used to have the FBI come to our house every day to walk with him to work because he was auditing the mafia. And so two FBI agents would come every morning, and they'd leave the house with my dad in the middle. And as I was seeing this image of each of you going out your front door with the guardian angels, it was like they were as close to you as these FBI agents were as close to my dad, literally protecting you. So they say, take advantage of them. They want to come to you. They want to go with you everywhere you go, like glue. Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. Did you guys feel, oh my God, that was crazy awesome. Like, did you guys, I felt tingles like in the back of my head, through my body. Did you guys feel that? That was, yes, they're saying, wow, thank you.
I just
Right?
gave you a little taste, Scott, just a little taste. Patricia's one of my dear beloveds on the miracle path. Yes, the angels are with us. Head up, wings out. Get this, guys. Yes, and Darren, you know what? Maybe we'll even do a little bit Sunday. You guys, we're going to be live streaming this ordination, and
It'll
live
be live right here on Spirituality Gone Wild, guys. It'll be right
Yes,
here. Yep.
and we will. Yes, I'm going to set it up with Debbie. We will stream it for you. But that's all. I'm so honored, guys. I can feel it. It's like you're taking my breath away. But I do have one last thing to say about that. Now, this is a practice. I gave you a 3-minute taste, but it is a practice. And by the way, if they gave you any messages, Debbie and I would love to see your messages. But it's a taste of how to walk in the world. Now, imagine this. The world right now is like being struck dumb by all of this pandemic craziness and political craziness. The frequency outside your domain where you live is this way. These are tools to go this way. when you put your groove on and your wings on, literally, and you call in your guardian angels to be one on either side of you, you are now walking in the eighth dimension and above and beyond. And so wherever you go carries that frequency. And you can invoke it just by feeling them with you and bringing in your shoulder thread. I tell you this for a reason. I went to a ceremony once a few years ago, and I'd been teaching this wing fluffing, but I was having a very tough time in this particular shamanic ceremony, and I was ill. And I was now in my 3D body, hating my life, feeling miserable. And you can understand that feeling. I had forgotten who I was. And I was sick. I really didn't feel good. And I see this very tall man. Oh my God. And he's a famous artist. His name is John Mosley. And I say to John, John, I just met him. I said, oh, you don't know who I am, but I'm your guardian angel. Now he's 6 foot something, gorgeous hunk. And I'm like really not, I'm like a little shriveled up thing, because what happens when you don't feel your best, right? You feel your worst and you lead with your worst. It's not like you go into the room and you lead with your best, right? You're not leading with this, you're leading with this. And he looked at me and he started laughing. So there's a disconnect, guys, when you go out and you say, I can help you, I have the power, but you're walking in your 3-dimensional self that's all filled with your own misery, right? And the moment he said that, a chill went through me. And I literally felt my angels on either side of me. And they literally picked me up and they reminded me, they did the process for me. Okay. It happened without me. My shoulders went back. I could feel the wings being fluffed, which I'll share with you at our how to go to the Angel Recovery Spa. We'll take a deep dive there, but it took about 60 seconds when they rebooted me. But they said, you are never to go out in public without your wings fluffed, turned on, and up, okay? And I'm going to tell each of you, Prince, you're a performer. We never go out in the world to be of service when we're back in that 3D body. All of us who are listening have those special energies. And it is our destiny and almost a requirement to do it. So now if I say, don't go out without your wings fluffed, you know what that means.
I love this. You guys got it? Yes. Phew. And I think Fleety, that was amazing. And I kept seeing 1111 too, so I thought that was pretty darn cool. Fleety says, I love you, Fleety, by the way. You know, Fleety's ordination with Joe, this is going to be so much fun. Sunday, literally, we're also in one of the vortexes of Southern California. So it's a lot. Yeah, lots of great energy. But he says that it's Joan of Archangels.
Well, he actually made a Freudian slip, which actually was not a Freudian. Listen, when that moment when time stood still, okay, because you know Robin, and I had just met her, and she said, what was your name again? And I go, I'm Joan. And she went like that, which was, you shush. Uh-huh. And we're in a crowded restaurant. I hear nothing except her. And she said, oh, I know who you are. You're Joan of, and I heard Joan of Arc, but she didn't say that. It was like the beat was there, and then she went on to the angel. And you know what I have never told anyone was that I read 2 biographies growing up. One was always Joan of Arc. She was my hero. I used to go to bed thinking, oh my God, if I could only be her, that would be my miracle. The other one, okay, you are going to laugh. Annie, get your gun.
Really?
From the TV show,
Yeah.
Whoever she was, something Rogers. Anyway, yes. So the cowboy movie, the TV show, I loved her. But Joan of Arc, even growing up, it's like if I could have been her, if I could have been her, if I could be her, and I just. And then my guides one day promised me, well, don't worry, you're not going to die like her. All of us who are in this work have an imprint of having lost our lives at some point for being angelic. I call being witchy angelic too, high frequency. And so yeah, I do. I feel like the name, well, first of all, it took many years to get used to it without being embarrassed or feeling like it was my ego. But it's an authority. It's like having a title of reverend or doctor. It's just a title. But if you don't use it, it will get taken away. A title is just that. It grants you the authority to use your special energies. Like being told I was psychic all my life, and I thought that was an ego thing. Like, oh, look at me, I'm psychic. Well, no, no, you're not. You have nothing. You only have a potential, and you're here to serve. So if you
That's
need
right.
to learn to, if you're born royalty, you're not there to lord it over. You're actually my servant. Okay, you're here to serve humanity with your gifts. Is, I guess, the best way to put it.
That's right. Uh, That's it. In fact, that even winds us all the way back to the very beginning. And if you're just joining us and you missed that, what we were, and now I see 1212, what we
Right.
were, we were, we are, we are here for each other. See, one thing I know is that I met Joan and then this ripple effect happened, which I went over. Okay. But it wasn't for me. I have had the gratefulness of observing miracles happen, but I've had the gratefulness of watching people get together and their creations that come out of that. Just sitting back, watching and observing it with so much joy in my heart. To just watch how people are joining together because we are all connected as one. And remember that. And I love that you're saying that. If you have a calling, it isn't for any other reason because you've been called to be of service. And when you're called to be of service, that's what that is. And when you say, well, I've been doing this, I'm not, well, there's the problem right there because it's in the I rather than the we. And it really isn't about that. I can tell you. So when you sit back and think about right now, who in your life you can think about who in your life has been that person for you that's brought you that gratefulness. That's those gratitude moments, those people that showed up to be of service for you. Be that be that which you seek in this world first. That's all I know really more than anything is just be that you seek. And Fleety says, I let's bring it up. What did he say? Uh-huh. I felt the same way about Prince until one day I said, this is who I am and needed to step into it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I stepped into it and no one said anything. Well, that's beautiful. I love that. And yep, love it, love it. Thank you very much, Scott, for all of your input this morning and for everybody that's been here. I'm going to put up, you guys can go right here across the screen to joanofangels.com. Find out more about Joan. You can book private sessions with her, and you better take advantage of that now because she's going to be too busy to take many more private sessions here very shortly, and that's a fact. You, so make sure
Right.
that
But
you
you
book
get
with
these
her.
cards too.
Oh, yeah, you can get her cards too.
You could get these cards and the book. The book will be like the guide for our new show, which is going to be called The Miracle Makers Club, launching on Monday, 7 p.m. on all the Spirituality Gone Wild shows. And I guess you'll be seeing us offering the Calling All Angels event evening, which we'll offer for the holidays. And I think people need that comfort. So I'm excited that you're all here. Debbie, this has been wonderful because it also shows us something else. Debbie and I, when we met, we were both also in our 3D life and our 5D life.
Yeah,
And in a way, the last 2 years, we've both had a chance to step in fully to what we're doing, what we're offering. And so that when we came back together, brokered by Prince, so all know, in a way,
love you,
it's
Fleety.
been higher, more effective. And actually, Debbie and I we didn't talk about me doing the angel wing fluffing today, but I was already thinking about it. And so, you're in harmony with someone when it happens, organically, or even what she was talking about yesterday with our dear friend, Karen, the Queen of Kindness. And here she's on a magic wand, a magic carpet right now, affirming exactly what they were talking about yesterday. So I love that.
It's
Miracle.
it Yeah. Miracles can be yours. Yes, Fleety, we are pollinating the planet. That's right. We're pollinating, but good. And
And a
my name
final
is,
card for everyone. Ancestral memories. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no,
Just a
no.
final card. Remember, everyone, you have all that you need and call upon them for support. Thank you, Debbie.
I absolutely love that. Anybody wants this deck of cards, you can get a hold of me, you can get a hold of Joan. And you can also just go to joanofangels.com. I highly encourage you to. If you are into that, you will love them. What I dig about Joan's cards is they aren't like just your anybody's cards out there. This is a lot of love, and this is the energy of her artwork along with my energy put through that the not my energy, the energy that was came through me to
Yeah, to design
yeah.
them. And
Yeah.
I have to say that too was very special. So actually, guys, I'm going to confess one of the reasons I'm working with Debbie on a new frequency is that we have a connection that is beyond words. And
It
so
is.
when you find a resonance that you can drop into that almost becomes effortless, then you say, yes, guys, that is how spirit talks to us. If you're being guided and it seems to be only obstacles, you need to step back and look at that. But when spirit has a plan for you and the door is open and you read each other's minds so easily, it is a yes. Like I feel like we are, Debbie G.
I absolutely agree with you. It's a huge big yes. And um, exactly, Patricia. It is a covert angelic global operation.
Oh my God, I almost have to screenshot that. Don't take it down. Oh, that didn't work.
Go for it.
I'm going to try it again. Wait. I love that. I love that. I've known Patricia for years. And yes, and that's why I have that group calling all angels. The angel brigade is gathering, and many of you are feeling that call. And there is a specific training, and that is the miracle to learn how to handle your fifth, sixth, seventh, your 12th dimensional frequency on this planet,
That's
even
right.
now. And how you can do that to call your tribe to you. So we're all ascending together.
That's right. That's right. I love it, you guys. So now I've put up the Untamed Club, Spirituality Gone Wild. There is a free portion of that, which is coming. But right now, get in. You can get in for $17 a month. That includes all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to get all into it at this moment. I just tell you it comes packed full of punches of greatness. So use the code gratitude so that you get it for that. And please, join it and be part of this insane thing that we're doing here. We have behind the scenes stuff that's going to blow your mind. Zoom workshops. This is where you're going to be able to work with Joan and
Yes, the
a lot of other people.
miracle path.
Yeah,
And
privately. Yeah, this
a
is
long time coming.
Yep, it's been a really long time coming, and I'm really excited about about everything, the courses that are back there, the everything that it's still developing on the courses. We have a couple to offer you that are already there and included, like the Divine Body Reset and stuff like that. We have an entire recovery channel coming to our new network on Roku as well as over in Europe on Sky TV. The recovery channel is going to consist of conscious recovery with TJ Woodward. Josie Herndon will be with, of course, Recovery View, as well as we will be including plant medicine, the teachings of ayahuasca, the teachings of marijuana, and all of the
Yes,
other things because y'all, 420, there's some healing back there, and it has to do with everyone's recovering from something. We will be exploring all avenues that are available for recovery, including the effects of ibogaine to help people get off of heroin and opiates, because that is a really big deal. All of
Oh,
these
God.
things, huge and big. And I love where we're at here, but the fact is, we have to do a lot of this privately in Zoom. So you need to be part of the Untamed Club so that you can get there. And then, of course, you'll be watching that on our channel on actual TV, because a lot of the stuff that we are bringing forward, unfortunately, would be censored here. So we had to make a decision to make a big leap and do that. So come with us, and we still will be here. Just some of the other more delicate conversations will be happening privately, if that all makes sense.
Which
So
would be all about aligning your body, mind, and spirit in what they call uncharted territory. Let's put it that way, which we know is actually charted, but we have to describe it that way. Is that right?
exactly, exactly. We're going to call it uncharted. It was charted before. It was charted, then lost, and it's like finding, literally, it's like finding hidden treasures every time you turn around. Anybody remember the Daffy Duck and that, and he'd go into the cave and he'd mine, and he'd jump up and down on all the treasure. Well, the difference is with this, we found all the treasure, but we're sharing. We're sharing. And there's some treasure,
Oh,
guys. Oh my God. There is some treasure that this universe has for you, big time. You know what I also noticed? That Joan and I have matching fingernails. Not that that's huge important, but it
let
is
me
kind of.
see. Oh,
Yeah,
isn't
we do.
that interesting? Because blue is a very interesting color to wear on your nails.
It
And
is.
I don't know. Nowadays, I'd rather have blue than any other color.
Yep,
And
calling
I
it
used
the color
to
of the
have
angels.
burgundy or peach, and now I don't want any of those colors. I just want blue. No, like a blue angel.
It's a blue
That's what
angel.
it is.
The
Blue
archangel,
angels.
archangel, the archangel, the archangel Michael coming through with the strength, which Scott brought up earlier, is the archangel Michael. We could sit here and you guys, I'm going to tell you, Joan and I are really good at. We could sit and keep going and going for like nonstop, and I see a 24-hour marathon in our at everyone's future, doing some huge fundraising and a lot of other things. God, we have so much going on behind the scenes. It's just literally crazy. So all I can tell you is jump on our magic carpet ride. Go to joanofangels.com, uh, and let's all get into alignment and rock and roll. Your back is killing you. Oh man, I'm so sorry your back's still hurting. You definitely need to get a hold of Joan, because like
Oh my
she's just
God, if
like
your back is killing you, right? Back is like not appreciating yourself, anger at the world, not getting your needs met, fear of lack. Holy moly. And it's just a message for you to up your game. But I'd love to talk to you. So, yes.
yeah, Scott, you know what? I encourage it. I just, because it's Joan. That's why I don't have anything, It's Joan. So that's all I have to say. It's Joan of Angels, guys. We love you. We love you. Please go and make sure you lock in lock in your lock in your time for Monday night at 7 p.m. to watch the Miracle Makers Club with Joan of Angels. Tonight you're going to catch me at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is David Strickle, the stream of David. He'll be channeling messages tonight. So I love that. Scott, I do see you. And let me just throw at you, go listen to some Joe Dispenza and definitely hook up with Joan of Angels, because I think that your healing is possible. I'm sorry that you're in so much pain. I love you. I love you all very, very much. I'll see you later. And come join us in the